The 2015 season opened at home under bright sunny skies against Wofford, and a sellout crowd showed up to see the 12th-ranked Tigers battle the Terriers. What they saw was an explosive offense that rolled up 533 yards and a dominating defense that limited Wofford to just 213 yards as Clemson prevailed 49-10.
Up the middle, inside the 10 to 5, touchdown!
Game 2 brought a second straight sellout crowd as the Mountaineers of Appalachian State came to town. The tone was set early by a defensive touchdown and big plays on offense as Clemson ran out to a 38-0 lead, eventually winning 41-10 and moving to 2-0 on the season.
Takes the shotgun snap on the delayed draw, hands it off to Gallman, up the middle he goes, 5, wells over a defensive back and in the end zone.
The first road test of the season and ACC contest for the now 9th-ranked team in the country was a Thursday night trip to Louisville. The pundits put Clemson on upset alert. The pundits were wrong, as the running and throwing of Deshaun Watson on offense and a defense making plays down the stretch led to a 2017 victory to push Clemson to 3-0, 1-0 in league play.
And open, that's Leggett, into the end zone he goes. Jordan Leggett. Good snap, good hold. The kick is on its way, and it is good. Takes the shotgun snap with 7 seconds to go. Looking downfield, loading it up, going to throw it into the end zone, and that ball will be batted up in the air and then taken by the Tigers. Clemson is victorious.
The month of October would bring 5 Saturday tests for Clemson, with the first trial coming against the 6th-ranked Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. The effects of Hurricane Joaquin did not drown the spirit of Clemson Nation or that of the team in a 24-22 Tiger victory.
End zone, touchdown! Watson throws, has it complete inside the 5 to Artavis Scott, stays on his feet, touchdown! Broke 2 tackles, did number 3. Watson wants to carry it, breaks a tackle at the 10 to 5, touchdown! Deshaun Watson! 4-man rush, looks across the middle, throws, Goodson picks it off! B.J. Goodson picked it off! Ball in the middle, takes the shotgun snap. Kaiser trying to get in the end zone, gonna be stopped! Gonna be stopped! With 7 seconds left!
The victory the week before had pushed Clemson to the number 6 spot in the national polls. And just like the week before, gray skies and rain fell as Georgia Tech came to town with their vaunted running game. The Yellow Jacket option turned out to be no option, as the D limited the Yellow Jackets to 71 yards of the ground and made 11 tackles for a loss. Offensively, the tone was set early thanks to Wayne Gallman, and the Tigers would swat the Bees from Atlanta 43-24.
End zone, touchdown Clemson, 66-yard. Back to pass, looks down the field, has a man open, touchdown, Jordan Leggett.
On October 17th, Clemson would play their 3rd straight home game against Boston College, and once again they would do so in front of a sellout crowd. Over 81,000 showed up to see the now 5th-ranked Clemson squad take on the Eagles' #1 defense in the country. It was a mismatch, as the Tiger O rolled up 532 yards and the Tiger D limited BC to 246 yards.
They throw it long to Artavis Scott down the right sideline. 4 plus 3 equals 6.
The second road trip of the year was to sunny Miami for a matchup with the Hurricanes in Sun Life Stadium. What happened during the 60 minutes of action can be described as no other way than a beatdown. Clemson ran out to a 21-0 lead after the first 15 minutes and led 42-0 at half. When it was all done, best is the standard had been on full display as Clemson handed Miami its worst defeat in school history. The final, Clemson 58 and Miami fresh out.
Picked off by Cordray Tankersley, returning it up the sideline and into the end zone, touchdown.
The final day of October took the now 3rd-ranked Tigers to Raleigh for a Halloween showdown with the Wolfpack of NC State. Things were scary, all right, for the Pack, as Deshaun Watson and Wayne Gallman went crazy through the air and on the ground in a 56-41 Clemson victory that moved the Tigers to 8-0 overall, 5-0 in the ACC.
Looks downfield, going long, looking for Pete down the right sideline. Has it at the 10 and takes it in the end zone. Touchdown.
In Game 9, Clemson was back at home in the friendly confines of Memorial Stadium as the now #1 team in the land moved into the championship phase of the season with a battle for the Atlantic Division title against Florida State. Over 83,000 packed the joint to see these two national power brokers have at it, and they were not disappointed as Clemson made big plays on both sides of the ball in a 23-13 victory.
Takes the snap, pitches to Cook. Cook trying to run left side, and it's going to be hit. Clemson's made a 4th down stop. Hands it off, gives it up the middle. There goes Gallman across the 10, the 5. Gallman into the end zone. Touchdown! Wayne Gallman scores from 25 yards out, and Clemson is the champion of the Atlantic Division of the ACC and will have a berth in Charlotte.
Game 10 took Clemson to the Empire State in a game in the Carrier Dome against Syracuse. The first 2 minutes of the game made it look as if Clemson would win going away. But the next 58 minutes turned out to be a street fight. The Tigers would make the plays they had to make in securing a 37-27 win and gave Clemson their 5th consecutive 10-win season. The final home game of the year was both Senior Day and Military Appreciation Day. Clemson would go for their 16th win in a row at home against Wake Forest in front of yet another sellout crowd. The Clemson defense set the tone early in this one, causing a Wake fumble as they limited the Wake offense to just 152 total yards on the day. The Clemson offense would roll yet again, putting up more than 500 yards for the 7th straight game. The regular season wrapped up in Columbia with the annual fight for state bragging rights against South Carolina. Clemson fans would show up en masse to see the #1 Tigers claim their 50th victory in Columbia and the 67th in the rivalry. Deshaun Watson put on a show, running for 114 yards and passing for 279, as Clemson put the stamp on a 12-0 regular season with a 37-32 victory.
Watson will take the shotgun snap, going to take it left side. Looking, turns it upfield, dives for the end zone. Did he get there? He did! Touchdown! Superman! One more time!
Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte was the site of the ACC Championship game against the winner of the ACC Coastal Division, North Carolina. What was supposed to be a neutral site became a home atmosphere as an estimated 50,000 plus Clemson fans showed up to watch the Tigers chase ACC crown number 15 and a berth in the college football playoffs. The Clemson faithful would not leave disappointed.
Rolling left side, little pass into the end zone, touchdown Leggett! Looks downfield, throws, and the ball is picked off! Rolls right side, looks downfield, throws, has Artavis Scott open in the end zone, catches it, touchdown! Artavis Scott turns it right side, dances into the end zone. Number 4. Back to pass, some pressure, they get it from behind, ball is loose. Clemson looks like they've fallen on it, and they have. Clemson is the ACC champs here in 2015 with a 45-37 victory over the Tar Heels of North Carolina. Clemson's 15th ACC championship, and Clemson has punched a ticket to the college football playoff.
The last day of 2015 was spent once again in Sun Life Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida, as #1 Clemson would take on #4 Oklahoma. Many national scribes did not think Clemson had the defensive weapons to stop the Oklahoma offense or the offensive firepower to beat the Oklahoma defense. All that talk didn't matter because Clemson believed.
They're going to maybe fake it here. Teasdall will throw it, looking for Christian Wilkins down the left sideline. Has him! Caught it! And Wilkins inside the 20. Snap will come directly to Pirine. Up the middle he goes. He's hit at the 30. Don't think he got there, boys. Don't think he got there. Throws. Has it to Renfro. Makes the man miss. And Renfro into the end zone. Touchdown. Gives it to Gallman. Up the middle he goes. Touchdown. Wayne Gallman throws it in the end zone. Picked off by Boulware. And Clemson moves on to the national championship game and has stamped their 15th ticket here in 15.
The convincing win over Oklahoma took the Tigers to Glendale, Arizona, and a matchup with Alabama in the national championship game. The game will be remembered as one of the greatest championship games of all time and serve notice that the best is yet to come for Clemson football. The 2015 Clemson senior class put together numbers seen by no other class in Clemson football history, setting the school record for wins in a single season with 14. They set the school record for most conference wins in a single season with 8. They set the school record for wins in a 4-year period with 46. Set the record for ACC victories with 29, including 9 in a row. They tied the record for home wins with 26, including 16 in a row. They were the only class in the country to win a bowl game in 4 straight years, all of them over top 25 opponents. They never lost to an unranked team. They were ranked number 1 for each of the 6 college football playoff polls. They tied the school record for wins over teams ranked in the top 10 with 3. They set the school record with 5 wins over teams that finished the season with at least 10 wins. The 2015 team defeated South Carolina, won an ACC championship and a bowl game for the first time since 1988. And Clemson football became the 23rd program in college football history to reach 700 wins, now with 703.